name's Aaron and I'm a fifth generation mixed cropping and sheep farmer in a small town called Canoa Bridge in the Wimmera Mallee, halfway between St Arnaud and Charlton. I manage our 2,500 hectare property, Bromley Park, alongside my wife Elsa and my mum Jenny. Well, I'm lucky to manage and operate a great property that we have at home. I'm looking to expand the business by building both our land base for cropping and also increase my stud merino ewe flock. Looking back when I was younger and what made me decide to choose a career in ag, well, it was the opportunities. The opportunity to operate a large-scale business. The opportunity to work and meet people who share the same great passion for the industry. The opportunity to have flexible working hours, and most of all, the opportunity to work in a financially rewarding industry.
During my VCE years, I knew I wanted to work outdoors in a practical or operational role that would contribute something tangible to our environment. I've always had a passion for our forests due to growing up down in Geelong and spending a lot of time down in the Otways. My study and work experience was challenging, but I would never call it hard. It was an absolute pleasure. I loved learning about the forest, learning how to measure the volume of trees, using compasses and clinometers, and walking through the bush to areas that very few people ever get to see. It was fantastic. What eventually I've come to realise is that wood is an absolutely beautiful product, and it's sustainable forest management for wood production is something that should be celebrated and appreciated.
Year 9 I wanted to be a farmer, and in 2013 I am now a farmer. So back when I started thinking about where I wanted to be and how I wanted to get there, it was, well, I want to be a farmer, how do I go about it? I spoke to a university careers advisor out at La Trobe University who said to me that he had the perfect degree for me, and it was a double degree in agricultural science and business. We need more people to speak about what they love doing and why. And I think if everyone in this room went back and spoke to a couple of young people in their communities, we might actually start seeing an increase in people in our industry.
My name's Tom, I'm 25 years old and I'm from Melbourne. And if you don't know, I'm definitely a city boy through and through. Because up until 5 years ago, I had literally no farming background and actually no interest in pursuing a career in agriculture. But it's interesting how the world works. I've watched my interest grow and my passion develop for an industry that was once foreign. I currently hold the position of Public Affairs Advisor at the BFF, and I'm also the co-founder and director of Ag Chattels, which is a digital online community. What I think we need to do better as an industry is better communicate to rural and urban audiences the opportunities in the agricultural sector. At school in Melbourne, it was never communicated to me that I could get a job working in agriculture. So what do I want to see eventually? A state and national education campaign that uses food and fibre to connect agriculture to people. The media campaign that I'd love to see eventually would be, perhaps instead of looking at agriculture and thinking of one image, we should be connecting agriculture to everything else as an image.